Any member of the band or orchestra knows how time-consuming it is to improve on one instrument. But for freshman Julia Johnson, the physical demand is multiplied by 2.
I've played violin 11 years, almost 12 years, and trumpet I started in 6th grade, so this is my 4th year. I started trumpet because my dad, he is a band director, and so I just wanted to start trumpet on top of violin, which I started when I was little because my mom, she freelances violin and teaches it, and so she had one of her colleagues start me and my little sister when we were younger.
Learning 2 instruments can mean plenty of performance opportunities and well-roundedness in the music industry as a whole.
We didn't really have a lot for orchestra, but I know she was preparing for region for band and region for orchestra. For orchestra, she placed in the top group, and I know in band she also placed. So I would say it was probably more a hardship for Julia than anybody else. However, I will say it's a perk for us because it makes her a more well-rounded musician.
These perks come with a cost, as Johnson has had to make time for both in the practice room.
For a practice week, now that marching's over, I'll usually choose, in the morning I'll practice one of the instruments, and then at night after school I'll practice and I'll do homework. And usually I'll sometimes switch up depending on, if I have a private lesson for trumpet, I'll practice after school so I don't wear myself out before my lesson, but it just depends on what I want to practice in the morning.
The long hours of practice don't seem to faze Johnson. To Assistant Director Zach Anderson, the hard work is sure to pay off.
Coming in and trying to be able to do everything at once and doing it at a really high level and being able to market herself as both playing a stringed instrument and a wind instrument, she's going to set herself apart from everybody else and being able to say, hey, I've done this and I've also done this that require a lot of time for me.
The musical journey for Johnson does not stop after high school. With aspirations to pursue music in college and as a career, her journey may have just begun.
I want to go into music education, and I think that knowing both, having a perspective from both band and orchestra, can help just overall with, if I want to be an orchestra director and we do something with the band, then I know how to help some of the band kids also, or vice versa.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kennedy Williams.